The sun blazed mercilessly over the capital of Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou. Heat shimmered on the busy roads, dust rose with every passing car, and the voices of vendors filled the air. Children darted through the crowd, women balanced baskets on their heads, and motorcycles weaved recklessly between honking taxis. The fragrance of roasted corn mingled with the smoke of grilled meat, creating a marketplace symphony of noise, color, and smell. Amid this chaos, an old man walked slowly, his back bent, his frame frail. His name was Mr. Dumbia, 75 years old, once a brilliant teacher, now just another forgotten face in the crowd. His hair, silver and shining under the sun, spoke of wisdom and years of service, yet his tattered clothes and weary steps revealed the harsh truth of his present life. Once upon a time, classrooms echoed with his voice. Generations of children had sat before him learning to read, to write, to dream. Many of those students went on to become doctors, lawyers, soldiers, ministers, even the president of the country. But time is cruel. With no pension, no family by his side, and a collapsing house, Mr. Dumbia's old age was marked not with honor but with hardship. Still, he carried himself with dignity. He thanked God every morning and whispered to himself, "Gratitude is wealth and patience is strength." That afternoon, with a few coins tucked carefully in his pocket, he headed to the marketplace to buy his favorite snack, roasted corn. At the corner of the market stood Miriam, the corn seller. She was known for her sharp tongue, her quick temper, and her open dislike of those she deemed unworthy. For reasons unknown, she despised the old teacher. Perhaps she saw his humility as pride, or maybe she simply enjoyed mocking the weak. As Mr. Dumbia approached, he greeted her gently, his voice soft. "Good afternoon, my daughter." Miriam barely looked up. With a trembling hand, he pointed to one of the golden roasted corns on the fire. "Please, I would like to buy one." "How much do you have?" she snapped. Slowly, the old man brought out his coins. His hands shook as he held them out. These were all he had saved from days of careful sacrifice. Her eyes hardened. "That's not enough," she barked. Then, louder so that everyone could hear, "You think you can cheat me, old thief?" The word struck like a whip. "Thief!" the old man gasped. "My daughter, I gave you the right price. This is what I always pay." But Miriam's voice rose higher, slicing through the noise of the market. "Thief! Thief! This old man is trying to steal from me." Heads turned. People gathered. Traders abandoned their stalls. Customers rushed closer. Within moments, insults filled the air. "You are old but still stealing," shouted one. "What a shame," cried another. Some even pushed him. Phones were raised, videos recorded. The fragile dignity of a teacher was being shattered by lies, while the crowd chose judgment over truth. Tears welled in his eyes. His trembling voice pleaded, "Please, I am not a thief." I gave her my coins. I only wanted one corn. But no one listened. Just then, the crowd's roar caught the attention of a sleek black car passing by. Inside sat President Ibrahim Traoré, returning from an official meeting. He noticed the chaos and spoke firmly to his guards. "Stop the car." The vehicle halted. Silence rippled through the market as the president himself stepped out. Guards moved to clear the way, but he raised his hand. "No, let me handle this myself." The moment his eyes fell upon the trembling old man, his heart tightened. He recognized that face instantly. Memories flooded back, memories of chalkboards, lessons, discipline, and guidance. His lips whispered, heavy with sorrow. "My teacher." Pushing through the stunned crowd, President Ibrahim approached. "Mr. Dumbia," he said softly. The old man lifted his tear-streaked face. Recognition dawned slowly. His lips quivered. "Ibrahim, my son." The president took his frail hands, guiding him gently to a chair his guards quickly provided. Then Ibrahim faced the crowd, his calm voice laced with steel. "Who accused this man of stealing?" No one spoke. The silence was suffocating. At last, Miriam's trembling hand rose. "Sir, it was me," she stammered. "Speak clearly," Ibrahim commanded. Her words came broken. "He came to my stall. He refused to pay. He tried to take without giving enough." The president listened. Then he turned back to his old teacher. "Sir, is this true?" With tears, the old man shook his head. My president, I gave her all I had. I only wanted one corn. Ibrahim's jaw tightened. His gaze shifted back to Miriam, sharp as a blade. So you accuse a man who shaped generations of children of stealing roasted corn? Have you no shame? The crowd lowered their eyes. Guilt settled heavy in the air. The same people who insulted the old man now felt the burn of regret. The president's voice rose, carrying across the marketplace. Do you even know who this man is? Without him, I might not stand before you as president today. This man taught me in primary school. He taught me to read, to write, to respect. When I was weak, he guided me. When I was foolish, he corrected me. Because of him and teachers like him, I became the man I am. He turned to the crowd, his eyes fierce. And yet today you gathered like wild animals to humiliate him over one roasted corn. What has happened to our hearts? Why are we so quick to destroy instead of protect? Why do we let hatred rule over truth? Tears rolled down faces. Some covered their eyes in shame. Others whispered prayers of forgiveness. Then Ibrahim thundered, Miriam, you will be arrested for false accusation. You tried to disgrace an innocent man. Let this be a lesson to you and to everyone here. Never destroy a life with lies. Miriam collapsed to her knees, begging for forgiveness. But the president's voice was unyielding. Do not beg me. Beg the man you insulted. Crawling forward, Miriam wept before the teacher. Please forgive me, sir. I was wrong. I lied. I don't know what came over me. The old man's eyes softened. With a trembling voice, he whispered, My daughter, I forgive you, but never again destroy someone's name with hatred. The president nodded. Forgiveness does not erase consequences. You will still answer to the law. The crowd echoed in hushed unison. Yes, sir. The next day, in front of cameras, the president sat beside his teacher and addressed the nation. His words carried both pain and power. Yesterday, something shameful happened. An innocent old man, a teacher, was humiliated because of a lie. This man is not just anyone. He is my teacher. He taught me values that shaped my life. And yet, he was called a thief. His voice hardened. We have become a people too quick to believe lies, too ready to destroy. This must stop. From today, false accusations will carry serious punishment. Hatred will not rule our society. The story spread across Burkina Faso like wildfire. Citizens reflected on their own actions. Teachers felt valued again. Children listened as parents told the story at bedtime. Respect your elders. Honor your teachers. Never judge without truth. Meanwhile, Miriam sat in her cold cell, regret gnawing at her soul. Days later, to everyone's shock, the president himself visited the prison. He told her, Miriam, your lies could have killed an innocent man. But today I pardon you, not because you deserve it, but because our nation must learn that mercy and justice walk together. Change your ways. Tears streaming, she promised to live differently. A few days later, President Ibrahim called Mr. Dumbia to the palace. With a warm smile, he handed him papers. The old man's hands trembled as he read. A house? Yes, Ibrahim said. A comfortable home, not far from the city. You deserve it. This is only a small way of saying thank you. But the surprise did not end there. The president revealed another gift. A bookshop. You once told me you loved being surrounded by books. This place will not be for labor, but for joy. A space where you can read, welcome visitors, and feel alive. Tears filled the old man's eyes. His lips trembled as he whispered, My son, may God bless you. You have given me back my dignity. News of their story reached beyond borders. Across Africa, people spoke of the lesson. Honor the elderly, respect teachers, reject hatred, always choose truth. And so, in his final years, Mr. Dumbia lived not in shame, but in peace, surrounded by books, by love, and by a nation that finally remembered his worth. President Ibrahim Traoré had shown what true leadership means. Firm in justice, merciful in forgiveness, and always committed to protecting the dignity of his people. The story ends with a reminder to us all. Lies can destroy lives. Truth can restore dignity. Never judge too quickly. Never let hatred guide your actions. If this story touched your heart, Write "God bless President Traoré" in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so together we can continue spreading stories of hope, justice, and humanity.